How's everybody doing? This is Ken and welcome to the Ken Show. There's a few things I'd like to talk about today, but basically on one topic, and that's the Tea Party movement that we have going in this country right now. I listen to these pundits on TV, both mainstream media, Fox News, internet. Everybody thinks we're a political party, and they don't seem to understand what we're looking for. And what we're looking for, this is a conservative movement, not the conservative type that we don't want to do anything. The conservative type of movement that looks at limited government, decreased spending, more freedom for the people, basically telling government to get out of our lives. We've just had enough. We've watched this government spend and spend and spend and ignore us. The thing they don't understand in Washington is they represent us, not themselves, not their special interests, not their big business. They represent the people. The bailout money that they gave away to AIG and to all of these companies that they bailed out because they were in financial trouble, that was our money. That wasn't the government's money. The government doesn't generate money. The government generates grief. You know, everybody looks at conservatives, oh, conservatives want to destroy Social Security. Hey, guess what? Conservatives are on Social Security also. We don't want to destroy it. We want to fix it. We want to stop government from spending the money and throwing an IOU at the Social Security Administration. Ah, we'll pay you later. These people in Washington are like a bunch of 12-year-olds with credit cards. They spend, they spend, they spend, they spend, and then they go to mommy and daddy. And mommy and daddy say, oh, okay, well, we'll give you more money. Go to your boss and demand a raise. And see what happens. Just tell them. Just walk into your boss's office on Monday morning and say, hey, you're going to be paying me an extra 25%. That's it. I expect to see it on my check on Friday. After the laughter dies down, he'll probably physically throw you out of his office. Or he'll look at you like you're insane. But this is what we have. We have people who work for us that are telling us, give us more money, we're going to spend more. Give us more money, we're going to spend more. And they fix nothing. The governor of Arizona asked Barack Obama to come to Arizona and look at the immigration problem. You know what he told her? I don't have the time. He doesn't have the time, but he's got time to go and play golf. He's got time to have parties at the White House. He's got time to go on vacation, but he doesn't have time to go down and see a problem that one of our states is having. Our state, the state of Arizona passes immigration law, which parallels federal law, by the way, and he tells the Justice Department to sue him. He goes to the United Nations, their Human Rights Commission, and files a complaint. He doesn't have time to go down. We've got citizens being killed on the borders. It's being taken over by drug lords, and he doesn't have the time. That's like you at a swimming pool running to a lifeguard who's listening to the radio and saying, hey, somebody's drowning over there. And he goes, I ain't got the time. Call me later. This is ridiculous. This from the leaders that we put in office. Conservatives aren't looking to take over everything. We're not looking to squash all the public programs. We're looking for them to be efficient, and we're looking for smaller government. And we're looking for government to get out of our lives and let business work. Let us, the American people, work. Since the beginning of this country, till about 1927, we had limited government, and this country grew by leaps and bounds. Ever since then, government has gotten bigger and bigger and bigger, and what have we gotten? Worse and worse and worse, to the point now where we have a Congress that just turns around and says, well, we got to pass the legislation, then you can read it and we'll let you know what's in it. That's a quote from Nancy Pelosi. We have a problem in this country. The problem is not the American people. The problem is not our form of government. The problem are the people that are running the government. If you ever look at a constitution, you can put it in a little folder. A little pocket constitution fits in your pocket, and that's the law of the land. And they write a 2,500-page healthcare bill. They have no business doing that. That's private industry. That is not something that government should be involved in. Government's there to protect the borders, for the defense of this nation. They're not there to run every little aspect of it. They had the money to bail out all of their friends from these big corporations that were fiscally irresponsible. And then they had to have a massive debate as to whether they were going to extend unemployment to the American people. Do you know that there are areas in this country that has 40% unemployment? 40%. That's 4 out of every 10 workers is unemployed in areas of this country. Some states have got 13, 14% unemployment. Some have got 8. Most are around 10%. That's 1 out of every 10 people is unemployed. I bet there's not one of you out there that doesn't know somebody who's unemployed. The government gets their money from us, from the people who work, from the people who own businesses. When you take that money away, the economy chokes. If you don't spend money, who's that manufacturer going to sell his goods to? Who's that store going to sell his goods to? The more money you give to the federal government, the less money that you have to invest in this economy. And that's what's hurting this economy, and that's why we have high unemployment. And businesses right now aren't hiring because they don't know what the White House is going to do, what this administration is going to do next to hurt them. Let's give a serious thought. November 2nd is coming around. And we need to give serious thought as to whether we want to put the same old back in Washington, or it's time for a new movement. The Tea Party people are telling you. The Tea Party people educate you. I get emails from Tea Party all the time. Hey, we're having this event over here, which is not a get-together, flash signs, wear our t-shirts and run around going yippee, yippee, skippy. These are meetings to educate people on the Constitution. I belong to a group called Patriots United. They have classes on the Constitution, on the economy. When healthcare was the biggest issue out there, we had spokesmen from the healthcare industry. We had Donald Manzullo, Representative Donald Manzullo came and spoke to us, and he explained things on it. And there was no screaming and hollering. It was a very well-held forum. All the Patriot movement, all the Tea Party movement is educating people. The silent majority has finally became unsilent. We're talking now. And you Democrats and you Republicans and you liberals and you progressives had better take a good long look at us, because we're not going away. We love our country. Many of us have fought for our country. Many of us have had relatives who have died for this country. And we're not going to let you push us out of the way like we don't matter. November 2nd is coming. And that's going to be, you've seen it in the primaries, what's happening. Wait till you see what happens on November 2nd. It's coming. And you're going to sit back on November 3rd and wonder, what happened to my cotton picking job? Hey, unemployment is out there. Don't you wish you'd have voted for unemployment? Hey, this is Ken for The Ken Show. That's my opinion. We hope to see you back here again sometime. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you later. Bye.